Mackinnon with the Colorado School of Clinical Herbalism, and today for our botany moment we're going to be looking at a special type of relationship, and that's the one between fungus and algae, and specifically how they come together to make lichen.
Oh, the algae likes the fungus and the fungus likes the algae, and we're all liking the lichen!
There's numerous different types of lichen. Most of the ones that we see here are what we call crustose. As you can see here, these crustose lichen are firmly adhered to the side of the rock. And you can't really see much in the way of fruiting bodies here, but they're all very tightly jam-packed. If we move over just a little bit, you can see these lichen, which are called foliose lichen. They tend to have more in the way of what you might think of as foliage. It's not quite the same thing. Fungus and algae are a little bit different than our other vascular plants. But you can see they're leaf-like, and they come up, they protrude from the surface of the rock just a little bit more. Another little interesting tidbit about lichens is they actually need quite a bit of sun, and they love moisture. They can absorb huge amounts of moisture in a single rainfall. And they then slowly let that moisture out onto the rock or into the trees where they're growing. A really cool thing about lichen, and that's a really good reason to actually look at it a little more closely, is that it's part of what makes our soil. You can see this lichen all over here on these rocks. And if you look at places like the Grand Canyon or Rocky Mountain National Park, that's actually one of the predominant species there, is the orange and gray and green lichens that are covering all the stone. And they're affixed to this rock, and they're slowly, very slowly digesting it. And what that does over time is it breaks it down and makes space for things like moss and other species to start coming in and developing that area and enriching it and dying back and starting to make our soils. So with that development of soil, the start of it is that lichens are giving other things a foothold, starting with water, and then eventually things like bits of seed and bits of grass, like what's happened here with this mullein. You can see here it's growing out of almost nothing, but the start of that was the lichen. If you're interested in learning more, check out our website, clinicalherbalism.com, and especially our Rocky Mountain Field Botany program, which is starting May 26, 2017.